you know, without making them feel threatened all the time.
Lisa, well, I know you wanted to weigh in. I mean,
yeah,
in terms of bringing
very similarly to what Bobby said, the sentiment is that we can't ignore one or the other. It doesn't mean that we shouldn't be in our inner cities, that we should ignore mental health. But what happened today can happen again. So I don't know, this conversation today about, well, you know, jihadism isn't a problem. It obviously is, because today happened. And today happened, and this is a soft target, and soft targets exist. And we live in a city where it could happen. And I think all over the world, people tonight are wondering, well, if my children are out walking, whether they're in the mall or at a baseball game or out trick-or-treating, are they safe? And I think we owe it to our children and the safety of all Americans to answer that question. And really, if it is jihadism or gun violence or whatever it is, I don't
acknowledge the threats.
All of them.
Errol, you know, Lisa made the point. It's happened. It can happen again. But this is the first time this has happened. This is the first time a vehicle was weaponized in the U.S. and ended with 8 people killed. That has been the big fear among the intelligence services. Is when will that tactic that's been used in Europe come to the U.S.? Now that it's here, now that it's been proved that it can be done, does this just open the floodgates?
Well, we certainly have to pay attention to it. And in fact, we had an attack last year involving a Somali American at Ohio State, where he got out of the car, as we see in the Middle East, after he ran people over and started stabbing people. However, I don't ignore the attack we had in Charlottesville. So to me, an attack with a vehicle on an innocent civilian is an attack with a vehicle. I don't care what race you are, religion you are, or what extremist ideology you embrace. To me, it's a terrorist attack, and I think we should treat them equally.
Yeah, they're also calling for knife attacks. So are we going to wait for the next knife attack and sit around and talk about how we really don't have to worry about knife attacks because there's more gun attacks than knife attacks? No, we have to be proactive about what we're seeing. And what we're seeing online with the ISIS chatter is that they're calling for these low-level types of attacks on local places, on average Americans, to make symbolic attacks. Today's Halloween. This is across from the World Trade Center. It could happen anywhere on any holiday, and we shouldn't wait for that opportunity.
And Errol, I mean, the final word to you would seem that in the face of a message from the likes of ISIS, which is to divide, to counter that, we have to unite. We have to bring all parties together to feel part of the solution. And to your point, not marginalize or demonize.
Absolutely. You can count on tomorrow. All of the online radicalized magazines will be carrying the photographs of what a champion this individual was. They still talk about Anwar al-Awlaki as if he's alive today in every issue of Inspire and every issue of Dabiq. They will exploit this. That's what they do. They are marketing experts.
Very quickly, last word to Bobby, though, because
yes.
I just want to ask you very quickly, Bobby, how important is information that comes from within the U.S. Muslim community to preventing attacks and solving, you know, attacks that are being carried out?
Well, it's essential, I think. And in looking at an individual like this, I think that they are searching for an elder in his community that may have helped him down the road of radicalization. He's been here 7 years. I saw one quote from somebody who knew him, said he loved this country. He was happy here. So somewhere along the line, something went awry. And I don't think it's only from sitting in front of his TV and watching YouTube videos. I think there is a face-to-face person or persons that radicalized him, helped him radicalize, and kind of led him down this path. I don't think I have any doubt about that. Okay. And those are the people that have to be found, because they could be encouraging additional people like him to carry out additional attacks.
A good point to finish on.
Very much so.
Bobby, Errol, and Lisa, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.